Hello Virgo, happy birthday! This is your September forecast, and boy is this a big month for Virgos. It's an exciting time. We've got eclipses this month, and one eclipse is in your sign. We've got Mercury going retrograde, we've got Saturn changing sign, and we've got Venus going direct, Venus ruling your relationships and your money. So lots happening. Let me break it down for you. First thing is that on the 7th of the month, we've got Venus, ruler of your money and relationships, going direct. And for you, that Virgos is probably going to feel like a relief. Many of you will have been re-evaluating your finances, re-evaluating relationships, and certainly with that Venus in the 12th house since July 25th has been the retrograde. Many of you may have had a relationship from the past come back into your life, or if they've not actually come into your life, maybe you've been thinking about past relationships and what can you learn from those relationships so that moving forward you can have better relationships for the future. It's also maybe been in some ways you've needed a lot of solitude and a lot of quiet time, but if you've been re-evaluating money, finance, relationships, as this Venus goes direct, there's going to be a movement forward in those areas in your life. The big news is that on the 13th of September, we have got this new moon solar eclipse at 20 degrees of Virgo. And this is happening, of course, in your first house. Now, whenever there is a new moon solar eclipse in your sign, this is an opportunity for new beginnings to do with you. Everything new. It's like a new clean sweep. And because the sun is in your sign until the 23rd of the month, and Jupiter, planet of good fortune, is in your sign until around this time of next year, this is a new beginning. New, it's like you're shedding an old skin. It's like a snake shedding its skin, and then this brand new body emerging that's new, that's shiny, that's fresh. This is the opportunity that's being given to you around your birthday time as well, Virgos, for some fresh new beginnings. Now, with eclipses, it's always wise for the couple of weeks before the eclipse not to make any huge plans or changes, because very often what actually happens is not what you anticipate. So it's just best not to do that if you can possibly help it. Doesn't mean to say you can't arrange things well before the eclipse, but just not in those couple of weeks beforehand, because things usually turn out differently than expected. But this is new ways for you to present yourself, how you want to be seen by other people. You might change the way you dress, how you appear. It's a really breath of fresh air energy for you, Virgos. On the 18th of September, we've got two things happening. We've got Mercury going retrograde and Saturn changing sign. Let's start with this Mercury retrograde in your house of money. So this is a really important time to really think about how you spend money, what you do with money. It might be time for re-evaluating everything to do with your finances. You might re-evaluate who you bank with. You might re-evaluate what your money's going on. But it's a really, really good time to just step back a little bit, not necessarily go forwards into spending lots of money, but really thinking about what your values are, what's important to you, and is your money going on those things that are important to you? So if personal growth is important and you want to really push yourself forward, is your money going on those kinds of things? Maybe books, learning materials, seminars. If sport and exercise is important to you, maybe it's time to join the gym and spend your money on that. So it's about looking at what's important to you and then putting your money and energy into those areas. Now, Saturn, as I said, also changes sign on the 18th, but until the 18th, Saturn is in this third house, maybe slowing you down a little bit in the sense of looking at what it is you need to learn to study, your time management, how you're managing your time. Virgos, you're usually not bad, but you are a mutable sign, so you do need some variety. You do pay attention to the details for the most part, but is there enough variety in your surroundings, in your life? After the 18th, this Saturn going into your fourth house, where Saturn will remain until the end of 2017. For many of you during this time, you'll move. You'll feel a need to move. For others, you might be renovating, repairing, upgrading where you live. Or you may find yourself being responsible for a family member, taking on maybe some more family responsibilities at this time. On the 24th of September, yes, the Sun moves out of your sign and goes into your second house, shining up this house of money, finance. There could be some good news about something financial. Or you could start, you may now have a brainwave of a financial idea that could bring you some extra income. On the 25th of September, yay, good news, Mars comes into your sign, Virgo. This is a boost of energy. Energy, you're going to feel as though you've got more energy to do all the things you want to do. It's a boost forward. And with Jupiter being there, you do need to be careful that you don't overdo things. Jupiter has a tendency to magnify things, so Mars wants to move ahead and Jupiter says, faster, faster, go on, go on. So just make sure you modify that energy and don't push forward too quickly, but that you pace yourself so that you don't end up exhausted. But that is still a great energy of Mars in your sign. It's really good for getting a lot done and for being busy. And on the 28th of September, we've got a full moon lunar eclipse happening here in your 8th house, being energized by Uranus. And wherever there's a lunar eclipse, this is something coming to a culmination. So it could be news about an inheritance, an investment, a pension, an insurance policy. Maybe you need to renew something. Could be something to do with taxation, the taxes. But it's an opportunity for you to look at this area of joint finance. Do you need to change a situation? Do you need to update some documents to do with a joint financial situation? Is there an ending in a joint financial situation? Whatever happens, something to do with your finances is going to be highlighted, but usually to do with maybe a bank or an insurance company or a financial institution. Maybe something needs to change, or something comes to fruition and it comes to you at this point. There's a bonus or there's an extra payment or some money coming to you from somebody else, or a sponsorship or a grant. So there you have it, my lovely birthday Virgos. I wish you a great month. Now, because it's eclipse season, it's so powerful aspects, I decided that just before the Mercury retrograde, I'm doing another seminar in London on the 12th of September, more on another video, but it's going to be about your relationships and communications in relationships. Because that's the key. You can be compatible with somebody sexually, physically, but if you can't talk to one another and there isn't that empathy and understanding, then the relationship isn't likely to last very long, or if it does, it's going to be jolly tedious. So we'll be looking at you, how you communicate, what you need in communications, and what the people around you need, your family, your friends, your relationships, so you can understand one another better and improve those relationships. So I'm excited to share this seminar with you. It's something I've been working on for many years. So I'm hoping that I'll meet many of you in person in London. And for those of you that can't make it, there will be an online option of highlights. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful month. Bye for now.